Another second channel video. Brad's Roadrunner is back on the lift, as you can see. What are we doing today, Brad?
Now we're going to do pitman arm, idler arm, some shocks. Hopefully try to get it straight, aligned. Adjust the camber.
We're going to play with my alignment tool that I seldom use and see if we can figure that out and take you along for the ride. And, you know, like Brad said, we'll be replacing parts too. Alright, Brad's got the center link dropped. We get the bolt out of this.
That's the easiest idler arm I've ever changed.
Yeah, she was pretty loose last week, 2 weeks ago when we took her apart.
Show them that.
No boot. Yeah.
No movement.
I should give you the oil pan update while I'm standing right here. 2 weeks, 0 drips. No weepage, no seepage. Oil pan's good. So we're going to get the pitman arm off next, and we're just changing them. Just thought I'd show you this while we're doing the pitman arm. Holy crap, that's wasted. There is nothing. I can move it up and down. I can move it side to side with my fingers. That thing's junk. I'm not a big fan of how Mopar did these. I think it should just be a tapered joint in the pitman arm and have a tie rod end like piece like that goes up into it, you know, like General Motors did it. But it is what it is, so we're gonna do it right now. Let me go grab the puller, Brad.
Yeah, she's on there pretty good.
We did just have this off because we just replaced the steering box a year ago, because 2 years ago this is leaking super bad. But we'll get the pitman arm puller. She'll come right off. Yeah, I just wanted to show you what makes these 73 and later B-bodies so different. Look at the rubber mounts on that subframe. The earlier B-bodies were essentially hard mounted, and so that's why the K-member is hard to find for a big block, and that's why people do things like modify the oil pan on this. So anyways, we're moving right along. We got all the we got the idler arm and the pitman arm done. I pulled the pitman arm with this puller. We're not sure if the camera worked or not. If you saw it, great. And now we're doing the shocks. We already got the bolts out. Brad's got a Southern car here, so it's really nice. Everything comes apart. So we're gonna get those upper shocks off and get those changed, and then we're gonna start working on the alignment. All right, well, just like always, the nuts spun. There's this trick you can do where you put the socket on it and fatigue the top off, but there isn't going to be enough throw in there even if we take that shield off. Plus, I kind of like using the fire wrench, so we'll just do this. There we go. If you're wondering why the fire wrench is a little funky, it's because I run it on propane. Oxypropane instead of oxyacetylene. It's way cheaper and I never weld with it, so propane's the answer. For those of you old enough to remember junkyards usually ran them off propane too. It'll go out in a second.
My fuel regulator is right above it.
All right, we're checking Brad's alignment quick. So you can see I've got the turn plates down here. Look, if you play with cars as much as I do, these are not a super expensive thing. I think I paid like $150 for the set, and then I got my camber gauge. I don't remember. You can look it up. We checked the toe. If you look over here, maybe you can see it, but we took a nail and scribed a line all the way around the tire. We got a 1/4 inch of toe in on this, and the camber on this side is basically minus a 1/4, almost none. And if we walk around to the other side, we will verify this camber. We're not going to mess around with caster today. This camber is right there. It's minus a quarter. We're not racing this thing. It's essentially it's straight up. I mean, a quarter of a degree is like nothing. So we're just going to correct the toe, and we're going to assume that the wear on the inside of Brad's tires was from the worn out components that we replaced today. I don't know what else it would be. The camber is certainly not bad enough to account for it. The toe, maybe, but remember, it would toe in or toe out potentially more with the worn out components, with the worn out idler and worn out pitman arm. So that's what we're going to do. Fix the toe. All right, well, there you go. We didn't go into great detail about suspension alignment. If you really want that, leave some comments. Let me know. I think there's other videos about how to do it. And, you know, we're just using the old school tools. I will tell you that we rolled the Roadrunner back and forth and re-verified the camber. And it checked within a degree. One side didn't change. The other side changed 3/4 of a degree. We maybe need to change the ball joints on this thing, but I think most of the tire wear was probably accounted for by the incredibly worn out idler arm and pitman arm.
I agree.
So we're going to run with it. And between the new idler arm, pitman arm, and shocks, it's got to be better. So we'll see you at the car shows. We'll see you up at the Princeton Rat Rod Show on May 20th, 2023. We're planning on being there.
We'll be there.